Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Hi Pile 1, welcome back. If you're new here, what's going on? My name is Michelle. We're doing another pick a card love reading. Tapping in and channeling through your person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings when it comes to you and their connection with you, all right, you guys? So keep in mind, it's a general collective love reading, so whatever's resonating, take it, run with it, claim it if you want to. If something isn't quite landing, just drop that bit of information or that message behind and leave it for whomever it might be resonating with. All right, you guys. I do have personal readings available if you would like to book a reading that focuses exclusively on the energy of you and your person's connection, Pile 1. Just check the description box below. All the booking details are there. There's a lot of readings available in the specific person category, and there's many of them that are just $25, including a $25 reading of, you know, your person's thoughts and feelings towards you. All right, so anyway, let's get into your reading. Pile 1, you guys were drawn to the Labradorite, the very flashy Labradorite kitty. Let's find out what your person's overall energy as it is influencing their thoughts and their feelings for you at this time. Pile 1, we have the Garden of Venus, which says rest and renewal. We have the Sun in the reverse, the Emperor, and then the Page of Cups in the reverse. And so we've got Leo energy here, Aries energy, and then water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got Venus energy. That is what, Libra and Taurus. Okay. I am picking up on I'm seeing like a fountain, a fountain of water in this Garden of Venus, or what's really coming through is the Garden of Eden. And so I'll see, that could be your person real heavy or real deep into rest and rejuvenation. Okay. Let's see what the book has to say real quick. Sometimes impressions come through as I'm reading the description for the card. All right, and it says Garden of Venus, the place of all is well. Rest and renewal, self-acceptance. I just heard recharging. They are recharging. Is that a pendulum right there? What is that? That's a heart on a string, it looks like. Huh. We'll see. I don't know why that was being brought to my attention. Your person is like it recharging right now. Your person could be an introvert, or they could just might prefer to spend a lot of time alone. All right, and so the book continues to say, when the Garden of Venus appears, you are invited, actually summoned, to return to the pleasure garden of love. It is time to leave the field of battle. Put your sword away. There is nothing you need to defend anymore. Step through the gate into the garden of earthly delights. Bask in the joy of the wish-fulfilling trees and the scent of the healing flowers. You have returned home. You are weary, and it is time to rest deeply and to be renewed. Go into the sacred garden alone, as there is no need for another to be present to experience its pleasures. Really, stop looking for the other. Enter by yourself. Allow your senses to intoxicate you. Leave all thought behind. Lose your analytical mind and return to your body. In the Garden of Venus, there is a still pond that shows you your reflection when you stoop down to drink. Who is that staring back at you? Look at who you have become. Rinse your face with these healing waters and practice deep acceptance. Love who you have turned into with all your imperfections and blemishes. The goddess Venus holds a mirror that allows you to see yourself in all your flawed beauty. Do not become caught in its spell. After a quick glance, take the mirror with you and return to the battlefield, that you may reveal to others who they are becoming. Then you will no longer have a use for your sword. And so your person, for whatever reason, can be or feel or have a tendency to feel on the defense quite a bit. You know, I don't know if maybe you guys have had some kind of a like an argument or just moments of tension. Let's see what, there's a couple of different directions I'm feeling like this energy could go in. So let's find out exactly what their actual thoughts and feelings are and see where it's going from there. Pile 1's person, real, true, honest thoughts and feelings, please, towards pile 1. Oh, they're very quiet. You may not be hearing from this person at this time, pile 1. Their real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 1, please. We're going to get 6 total, you guys. Pile 1's person, their real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 1. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Pile 1's person, real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 1 at this time. Okay. Yeah, your person, and I'm hearing like it's not personal, okay? It's not anything you've done or haven't done. Even if you guys have had like really tense moments with your person, or even if there was an argument, this really is the energy of somebody who decided to kind of take a step back away from you and from this connection, pile 1, to try to like gather themselves or to regain their footing when it comes to you in this connection. There may have been missteps when it came to this connection. Your person could have stumbled or fumbled you. At the bottom of the deck, we have let's start a family together. Okay, so it doesn't feel, and I'm going to see what's going on here, but this doesn't feel like a permanent break, because here we belong together, okay? Now, I mean, it doesn't say anything yet about the two of you actually like reuniting if you are separated from your person. But whatever the case, whatever might be happening between the two of you, and I'm hearing like no matter how bad things have gotten, no matter what it looks like on the surface, or no matter how, you know, your person might, no matter how things might be appearing to be going between the two of you in this connection, your person really does feel like you are the one they are supposed to be with, okay? But there does seem to be a question about something. There's a problem here that your person, and it feels more like it's internalized. It's an internalized problem, not to say that there's not external problems that are affecting your guys' connection, but those external problems are direct manifestations from something that's happening within your person, okay? So self-sabotaging might be happening here when it comes to your person and their connection with you. Out on the board we have, I can't do this anymore. I'm not avoiding you, I just need more time. That feels like that's specifically in regards to like your person wanting to communicate with you, wanting to send you a message, wanting to express something with you, but with the Page of Cups in the reverse, along with I'm not avoiding you, I just need more time. It's like your person is needing to like gather their senses, okay? It's not necessarily that they're confused about something. I'm not picking up on confusion in their energy, but there is kind of like a question, or maybe it's doubt. Wanting to see things clearly. Feeling like they needed to step away from you and from the connection in order to maybe get a better view or perspective of things. And we also have, I can't talk to you right now. We also have not for the foreseeable future. We belong together and I trust you. Okay, so regardless of what's going on between the two of you, your person does trust you. Okay, let's see. And then again at the bottom of the deck, let's start a family together. Let me see what not for the foreseeable future is talking about. Ooh, 7 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. Let's start from the top. Okay, I can't do this anymore. Pile of One's person. What is this about? I can't do this anymore for Pile of One's person. Their feelings about Pile of One's person. Oh, okay. Let me see though. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying I can't do this anymore. Is this the... is there a third party active around in here somewhere? Because I'm picking that up. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse as it... Oh, yeah. Okay. The Four of Wands in the reverse. Whoever the Queen of Pentacles is, it can be a third party. If you know for sure, Pile 1, that there is no third party active in your guys' connection, then this is you, okay? The Four of Wands in the reverse is like trouble in paradise. And what they can't do anymore, it's like they can't continue to commit to this dynamic, all right? What's the Four of Wands in the reverse, please? And this Four of Pentacles in the reverse is like them allowing themselves to actually like see that and perceive that, or maybe up until this point they were having a hard time, or not even having a hard time. It could have been a refusal. They could have, you know, in the Four of Pentacles in the upright position can be holding on despite, right, troubles in paradise. This is like letting go with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like literally I can't hold on to this anymore. It's gotten too slippery. What's going on with I'm not avoiding you, I just need more time? Time for what? Okay. Yeah, they're in a hermit phase right now, and I was picking up on that earlier. So Virgo energy is here. Hermit in the reverse, yeah, they're needing more time. It's like they're spending time alone to gather themselves, to get a good idea about things, to get a good grasp or handle on things. There might be a decision that's needing to be made. And your person's not avoiding making that decision, Pile 1, but they are wanting to make sure, like, this is them. Like, whatever decision they end up making, they want to feel fully aligned to it. They're not wanting to make decisions out of a place of fear, out of a place of lack, or anything like that. This is really them trying to gather themselves, okay? What is going on with... Yeah, so they're saying, I'm not avoiding you, I just need more time. It's not that they don't want to talk to you, and it's not that they're not interested in what you might have to say or not interested, you know, in reconnecting and stuff like that, but it's like now is just not the time. It's not a good time right now. Tell me more about I can't talk to you right now. This wanted to do all kinds of acrobatics. There's something going on with your person that they're needing to figure out, and they're having a hard time doing that. And something else that's coming through pile one is they're not necessarily wanting to do, like, with the Seven of Swords in the reverse down here. This isn't your person being sneaky. It's not about strategy. They're not trying to figure out a way to manipulate the situation or to get one over on you or whatever's going on in this, you know, in this situation between the two of you. They're really trying to figure out, like, what's best here, what's in the highest good. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords in the reverse. They might be working on something else, or I'm seeing the Seven of Pentacles come through. There's something they might have invested a lot of time, energy, and effort into that they're, you know, also kind of focusing on right now. Tell me more about the Seven of... Yeah, okay, hold on. Yeah, they're not... This isn't about third-party energy per se, okay? Your person isn't out here just having a good old time and, you know, chatting it up with various people. I mean, they could actually be... They are. The cards depict that your person is spending a lot of time alone in self-reflection, okay? Hermit energy in the upright position is actually, you know, a very healthy energy for someone to be in, especially if they are facing external challenges or, you know, just obstacles or whatever. The energy that's coming through in your in this reading for you guys, pile one, is coming up as general. It's not a lot that your person is saying in direct connection or reflection of you. This is just saying, like, whatever it is that they're dealing with, you know, the urge that they have to withdraw and go within, to do some self-seeking, to figure some stuff out. It is affecting your guys' connection. It is affecting your guys' communication. But, you know, there are some messages coming through where your person is saying it's not like they're out here just entertaining and living it up and stuff like that. There really are going through something. I'm not quite picking up on tower energy, but I don't know, there's a question that your person is posing to themselves, and that they're kind of like in seeking mode. They're looking for answers, all right? And so, you know, your person's not trying to be sneaky. They're not really, it's not about, you know, engaging. It's not, they're not being distracted by third party energy, even if there is a third party energy, you know, at play here. They're not, that's not what's going on. That's not what's taking up their time. Again, it's not a lack of interest. It's just more of a desire that your person has to really want to get their bearings. But again, that's coming from, it's internalized, okay? Tell me about We Belong Together for pile one's true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile one. Oh, yeah, there's some healing that needs to happen between the two of you, okay? With the Three of Swords in the reverse, tell me more about the Three of Swords in the reverse here. Did I almost just see? It peeked at me. Oh, and then there's the Five of Swords in the upright position. Yeah, okay. And you know, the fact that it hasn't come out, but those energies did peak, this could just be kind of like the aftermath of, you know, those energies could have been something that happened a while back, and now they're just finally starting to settle down. What's going on with the Three of Swords in the reverse? Clarifying We Belong Together, please. Ten of Pentacles. First showed itself to me in the upright position, but then it flipped in the reverse. Okay, yeah, there's some history here between the two of you. No, I'm sorry, it's in the upright position. There's some history between. You're the one that they see themselves building with, but with the Three of Swords in the reverse here, it's almost like there's a time and a period of healing that might need to happen between the two of you, or between one of you, or one of you needs to heal before this Ten of Pentacles energy can really start to take root in your guys' connection. That energy is already there, but it may not be, it's not being acted on right now, right? Ten of Pentacles energy is long term, it's fulfillment, but like on every plane. It's like the Ten of Cups here, but then I mean, it can also just talk about duty, a sense of duty. It goes beyond feeling, right? So, you know, regardless if there is a third party active here, you are actually the one, pile one, they see themselves with long term. They see a future with you that they don't necessarily see with a third party or anybody else, okay? But again, before this Ten of Pentacles energy can really blossom, right? Before it can really take root and a harvest can be taken here from your guys' connection, that healing needs to happen, all right? There could have been a major shakeup in your guys' connection at some point. Again, you know, distractions, third-party energies may have gotten in there, and healing is needing to happen, okay? But the thing is that because the Tower energy and the Five of Swords energy that peeked out at me earlier, it feels like that energy is there, but it's not taking precedence. In other words, like your person isn't, they're not holding on to that. It's like despite that, despite the arguments you may have had, or the rough times that you may have had, or maybe there were some, you know, mean things that were said, or hitting below the belt, or whatever, right? That Five of Swords energy can be very mean-spirited and cutthroat, but despite that, your person is like, I trust you. Your person might be understanding the difference between things that are said from a space of authenticity, things that are said from a space of having a very regulated nervous system, versus things that are said when triggers are activated and the nervous system is dysregulated, and then, you know, from that space, some very mean things can be said, right? But they're understanding the dynamic, right? They're understanding the dynamic. Let's start a family together. They might be, that might be what they're questioning. There's a couple of energies coming through. Some of you already have a family with your person, and they want to keep the peace for the sake of the children, right? For those of you where that resonates. And this could also be for those of you where that storyline doesn't necessarily resonate. This can be talking about your person. Maybe that's what they're doubting or questioning. You know, someone may want kids, somebody may want to start a family. That may have been something that was talked about, but you know, someone's mind could have changed, or a perspective could have shifted in regards to that. But with the Five of Swords now showing up in the reverse, it's like, I just want peace, okay? And then I just saw the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like, I don't want to waste any more time in arguments, in fights, spent in tension, right? I just want peace. I want peace, more peace in my life. Tell me more about I trust you, and then we will close your guys' reading. They do with the Ace of Wands in the reverse here. This could be, you know, maybe sexually. There could be speaking more along the lines of like sexually. Like they trust that, you know, you're not just somebody that's going to share your sexual energy freely, right? That, I don't know why that would be coming through. I don't know if that used to be a point of contention between you and your person, pile one. If it was, they're saying now that they trust you. They know you're solid when it comes to that. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands in the reverse, clarifying I trust you. Yeah, you're holding back on that. Okay, with the Four of Pentacles. This is also something about like you protect your vision when it comes to this connection, or you kind of protect the passion here. You're not just, they can trust you that you're not going to go off and start a brand new beginning in a whole different direction. This is your person saying they trust you to hold space for them and for this connection. You might be tapping into the fact that your person is doing this, you know, hermit, self-reflective type of an energy right now. And you're allowing them the space that they need to complete that. And there's also kind of like your person, they're saying thank you for holding space for them in that way. Actually, what they're saying is you doing that, them knowing intrinsically, whether you've said this to them directly or not, it's like they're picking up on this, maybe subconsciously. They're just not worried about it. They're not worried about you. And the reason why this is coming through is something that's very positive, is because they're saying if they had an inkling, or if they really thought that you were, you know, if there was a danger, or, you know, there was a possibility that you might go start off in a different direction or something, they might be inclined to chase you, but for all the wrong reasons. Again, there does seem to be some kind of a decision that's being made here, but your person is wanting to make sure that that decision is 100% aligned with authenticity, with truth, with abundance, you know, and not lack. Okay. And so this is actually a very healthy energy to be in. This is the energy of healing. It's the energy of restoration. Let's see what direction there, what is this, what's this decision in regards to, and then we'll wrap up your guys' reading. What's this decision that Pile One's person is in the process of contemplating? Laying burden, ooh, laying down a burden. Removing something or someone off of the plate here, or the roster I just heard. That's going to be specific for those of you where there, you know, there's a third party energy present here. And this can also be them trying to figure out which path is, well, which path produces the least stress, right? Which, because your person is really kind of, that's the decision. It's like, how can I live a life that doesn't feel so overwhelmed, so overburdened, so stressful all the time? How can I enjoy more of my life, right? With the sun in the reverse that showed up earlier, you know, this is kind of like their own inner spark, or they're just, the light is dimming, right? The sun is still like the happiest card in the deck, even when it's in the reverse position. But this is your person understanding and knowing they could be a lot happier than what they actually are. They're stressed out. They feel overwhelmed, overburdened. Tell me more about the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, okay. Your person's not doing too well as an individual. They might borderline on codependence, like being, and you know, even if they might be more on the avoidance side, you know, if they're not able to be by themselves, and when I mean be by themselves, I mean in an energy that is healthy, not, you know, the way avoidance, withdraw and stuff like that, like just being able to really enjoy their own company, and just, you know, thrive independently. Your person is not thriving independently. Up until this point, they have required the energy of other people, maybe external validation. Maybe things in the 3D haven't been going too well, and whatever's going on in their physical material world is just really wreaking havoc on their mental and emotional well-being, and they're trying to find a way to stabilize from the inside out. And that's kind of like the journey that they're on at this point in time. And so when it comes to like their thoughts and their feelings for you at the moment, Pile One, there's not a lot that's actually coming through, other than them saying that they do see you as, you know, the person that they belong with. But there's like healing that needs to happen first. And your person is saying, like, I just want peace. I want to live a life that doesn't constantly feel like there's drama, or stress, or, you know, they're feeling overwhelmed by the responsibilities on their plate. Now, the good news is we have the Emperor showing up, and the Emperor is somebody that has the inner fortitude. And I feel like that's what your person is doing right now. They're building up that inner fortitude so that they can be the emperor. Because right now your person, you know, whatever responsibilities they have on their plate, some of those responsibilities may need to be there, right? There's just, you know, and this isn't your person wanting to avoid those responsibilities. That's not what they're saying. But they're saying they're really looking at things right now, and they're really trying to figure out, like, you know, what's gonna bring me eventually, like, the most peace, right? Not just success, but like peace. There's a lot of successful people who are not at peace, right? And so your person is really wanting to prioritize inner fortitude, peace, abundance, and stuff like that. And they're really kind of in this energy of rebuilding themselves from the inside out. All right, pile one. That was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If this resonated, if you got from this reading what you came here for, do me a favor. Smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family if you haven't already done so, simply by subscribing. Don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Pile one, I'll see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys. Hey, pile two, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing a Pick a Card Love reading, tapping in and channeling through your person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards you and their connection with you at this time. So tap in, you guys. Just keep in mind it's a collective love reading. Whatever resonates, do whatever you want with it. Claim it if it's something you're wanting to claim. If something isn't quite landing, drop that bit of information or that message behind and leave it for whomever it might resonate with. I do have personal readings available if you want me to tap exclusively into you and your person's connection. Just check the description box below. All the booking details are there. I have a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25, including a thoughts and readings $25 reading you can book. All right, you guys, so pile two, you were drawn to the Tiger Eye Heart. Let's find out what your person's main overall energy is when it comes to you, as it is influencing their thoughts and feelings. Ooh, okay, we have Feast of Plenty, which says choices and their consequences, choices and their consequences. And then we also have the King of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Cups in the reverse, and Temperance in the reverse. Your person's trying to figure out, like, there's definitely a choice that your person's knowing that they need to make. There is some confusion coming through about that, and they're not taking this lightly, okay? But they're not in the best energy to make that choice. There's just a lot of confusion going on here. Let me see what Feast of Plenty. We have the number 20 could be significant, or the number 2. Feast of Plenty, choices and their consequences. And it says we have options here. Life's blessings. A great feast is laid out before you and requires you to choose. What will satisfy your hunger, something new and unconventional with its potential for bitter or savory qualities, or something you already know you love. Yeah, so there's definitely kind of the energy of your person feeling like they're standing at a crossroad and they're needing to make some kind of a decision which direction to go. The book goes on to say you are faced with a plethora of options right now, and while that may seem to be an extraordinary thing, too many choices can throw you off balance. And look, there's Temperance in the reverse, talking about imbalance. You might be worried that once you commit, you won't be able to turn back or refuse to confront the consequences of that decision. The most important thing to realize is that the feast is offering you experience. No amount of overanalyzing or strategizing will help you make the right choice now. Don't debate the right or wrongness. Instead, just choose. In the choosing is the seed of experience, and that is what is necessary now. Sour bitter, sweet, savory. What matters is relishing the experience until you digest all that your choice is offering you right now. Only one warning: avoid the same choice if it keeps you hungry. If something didn't feel good, if something didn't feel good or does not bring you what it seemingly promised, do not choose that again. The experience will only repeat itself and you will have more than a bad taste in your mouth. The feast is yours to enjoy. You can always go back for more when you're hungry again, for life's blessings are ever available to you. and calling your name. I just woke up, you guys, sorry. I guess I should have allowed some time for my my throat to wake up. Goodness gracious. But yeah, so definite feelings coming from your person. There's almost a paralyzation because they know they need to make a choice and they know they need to start moving towards whatever that choice is, but they're honestly feeling paralyzed when it comes to whatever that is. And with the Eight of Cups in the reverse here, this is kind of like, you know, if that choice involves them walking away from this connection, they're not quite feeling ready for that yet with that Eight of Cups in the reverse. They're not feeling ready for that. Pile 2. What's Pile 2's person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards Pile 2 and their connection with Pile 2 at this time? One more shuffle, maybe. I'm hearing them say there's like whatever choices that are needing to be made. It's like there's no easy options. Yeah, there's a lot of options, a lot of things for your person to consider, but they're saying none of it is easy for Pile 2. What is their person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards Pile 2, please? These came out together. We have not for the foreseeable future, but we also have a love triangle. You, me, and a third party. Okay? You, me, and a 3P. Let's get a few more. Pile 2's person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards Pile 2, please. Yeah, and that's probably what the crossroads is this love triangle. So this feels like your person knowing they need to choose between you and somebody else. But the fact that we have not for the foreseeable future, it's almost like there's an energy coming through of your person knowing they need to make a choice, but there's almost a refusal in that, in making that choice, because your person is understanding that if they make a choice, it's going to block off completely the other path, right? Now we also have no one compares to you. So even with this being a third party, kind of a love triangle thing, whoever that third party is, they're saying, you know, that third party doesn't even compare to you. So the fact that your person feels that way, and then I just saw at the back of the deck, you should let me go. That's almost your person coming through in the energy Pile 2 of wanting you to be the one maybe to walk away or to make the choice for them, because they feel like it would just maybe be easier that way. So, I mean, there's something going on here. For your person to feel, Pile 2, that, you know, yeah, there may be this active love triangle going on here, in the fact that they're feeling like no one compares to you, not even the third party. I mean, we will clarify that to see what it's talking about. You know, there's definitely an inner tug of war going on with your person right now. But if they're not, let me get the rest of these out. Pile 2's person, the real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards Pile 2, please. I choose you. There you go. Wow. Okay, let's get a few more out. So they're having a hard time, yeah. So ultimately, Pile 2, ultimately they do choose you. And they're having a hard time completely blocking off that other path. Okay, pile two's person, their real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile two. Yeah, and then we have something, someone else has my attention, coming out right underneath, not for the foreseeable future in love triangle. Okay, pile two's person, they're real, true. I'm telling you the truth and I'm lying to you. Okay, so they're not being 100%. Now, this may be more like lies through omission. Okay, they're giving you elements of the truth, but they could be leaving some stuff out when it comes to this situation and when it comes to you and their feelings for you. Let's get a few more. I can't talk to you right now. Yeah, it's like they do choose you and they choose the path with you on it, but it's like they're not, for some reason they can't communicate that to you. There may still be some things going on in the third party dynamic here, who seems to still have your person's attention. We got nothing but drama at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, for many of you, this is a love triangle that your person got themselves involved in. Of course, you know, it's not always going to be all of you that third party energy is a romantic love triangle, right? But for many of you, that is the energy that is coming through. Tell me more about not for the foreseeable future in love triangle. What is that referencing? Tell me more. That feels like too, that could be talking about for those of you where you and your person are not together. Let me see. Tell me more about not for the foreseeable future love triangle. You, me, and the third party. Tell me more about this energy, please. Yeah, this might be your person not wanting to get involved in a love triangle. Your person could be with someone else right now. They could be committed to somebody else right now. And there's something about, yeah, with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, it's almost, for some of you, it's coming through that your person is not wanting to enter into a love triangle or something to that effect with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Tell me more about the Seven of Swords. That's for some of you. Tell me about the Seven of Swords in the reverse, please. For those of you where that's the case, the fact that we have these energies that are coming out, especially with something someone else has my attention, that's all they have. That's all the third party has, is your person's attention. They don't have, you know, necessarily your person's heart. For some reason, they are choosing at the moment to kind of dabble in third-party energies, and it's going to be a specific third-party energy for many of you here with Love Triangle. But it just may not, it just may be that your person isn't seeing long-term with that person, or they're not seeing like the kind of future that they want, that they see that future with you. It's like kind of the energy of like putting you in this connection on the back burner, or just having an intention to, like, you know, get whatever this third party situation is out of their system. And then at some point, you know, because we have here, no one compares to you and they choose you, but they're just not able to act on that right now. Okay. No one compares to you. Tell me more about that for pile 2, please. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying no one compares to you. You could possibly be teaching your person quite a bit. They could be learning a lot from you. And there could also be energies here where your person feels like, you know, maybe some of their harshest lessons they've had to learn through you. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. For those of you where you are absent in your person's life, that's why there's kind of this energy of Temperance in the reverse here. they could be running away from this connection for some reason. You may have been a mirror to your person, and there may have been some really harsh realities and harsh truths that your person felt like they needed to or had to learn or had to face when they were with you, and it's just too much for them right now, right? And so for those of you in a third party situation where your person, you know, has gone in a different direction with someone else, it's just easier for them over there, right? It's like your person with you trying to dabble in college courses when they haven't, you know, past the 5th grade yet. They're just like, they're not. So this is kind of that energy, like I'm going to go play in my lane for a while, you know. Yeah. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Anything else? Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, yeah, no, that's it. Tell me more about I Choose You. That's funny. Okay, so this comes out in the reverse, okay, with the 3 of Wands in the reverse. That's, again, that's not for the foreseeable future, right? They're choosing you, but they're just not choosing you right now. This is their intention to choose you, right? What was funny about the way this card come out was, as it was still in my hands, it was trying to situate itself to the upright position. So this is definitely something that your person has, you know, it's like when you go to a restaurant and, you know, it's like, I really want, I want this meal and I also want this meal, but they know they can't eat both at the same time. And so kind of like what they're doing is, you know, I'll eat this meal for now, and the meal that I really want, I'll like order that towards the end of the evening and take it home. You know, kind of that kind of an energy. They are choosing you. This is their intention anyway. You're the person that they're seeing, you know, a long-term future with. But it feels like they got to get this energy over here, this third-party situation, out of their system. Like they're needing it to play out for some reason. Tell me about something someone else has my attention. Yeah, there's the Ace of Pentacles. They started something, yeah, and then I was just thinking about the Knight of Wands when I was talking about getting this out of their system, and look what come out, the Knight of Wands. Okay, yeah, your person started something somewhere else, and this is one of those energies where, you know, they planted the seed, and now, you know, they got to deal with whatever the harvest is. They got to get it out of their system, right? This isn't just something that they're willing to walk away from at this point in time for some reason. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles, please. You know, that whoever that third party energy is, whether it's, you know, a love triangle or not, whether it's, you know, that third party is romance based or not, there could be something having to do with finances here. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles. That might be why your person is like, I need to see this through. There could be some kind of financial energy, some financial investment. You know, for some of you, your person, if they moved in with this person, that's pretty much what it is. It's like, if I don't see this through, I'm going to end up homeless for some reason, right? Or if I don't see this through with this third party energy, it's going to really have a negative effect on their finances. And so it's what, yeah, this is kind of one of those energies. Again, I do, for those of you that are new to my channel, I have another card in this deck that says someone else has my heart. Okay, that's not the card that came out in relation to the third party. That all that person has is your person's attention, and the reason why, largely, yeah, we have the Knight of Wands that came out along with, you know, so yeah, I mean, there is some sexual and romantic and desire there, and physical attraction towards the third party, but it really truly ends at, you know, whatever financial energy the third party might be contributing, alongside with, you know, the fact that maybe they're eye candy to your person in some way, shape, or form, right? If not eye candy, then it's just, you know, sexual romantic attraction. But your person is coming through in the energy pile to, you know, that whatever that third party situation is with that other person, it's temporary. That's how they're seeing it. It's temporary because it, you know, they have their long-term vision is with you. Tell me about I'm telling you the truth, but I'm lying to you. What's up with this energy here? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. And then we have the Five of Pentacles coming out again, and this time with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you may not know how bad their financial situation is, and you may not also know that it is so bad it is causing them to, it's influencing this choice that they're needing to make. Okay, that's why I was kind of like, what's going on here? Why are they, you know, if they're feeling this way about pile 2, why, you know, what's... what's this paralysis and the decision that's needing to be made? And it feels largely like it has something to do with your person's finances, okay? With the Five of Pentacles here and the Six of Pentacles, it's like they're needing their finances, their financial situation to, you know, get balanced out somehow because it's severely out of balance. So, I mean, you may already know some of this, but what they might not have told you is just how bad their financial situation is, and the fact that the third party is somehow now like entangled into your person's finances somehow. We got the Ace of Wands in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, your person's reason for staying with or being with the third party is largely influenced by your person's financial situation, their lack of financial security. Okay, so the third party could be like, how do they say that? Your person's purse strings or something. You know, clarify I'm lying to you. What's that about? Yeah, and then with nothing but drama at the bottom, your person got themselves into quite a conundrum, I'm hearing. What do we got here? There's Temperance in the reverse again. Huh. Sagittarius energy coming through. Tell me about Temperance in the reverse. They're lying to you about why they're not willing to let go of the third party. Or why they're not willing to like choose, you know, just choose, right? Because they know their choices right now are being largely influenced by fear, by doubt, by lack. This might be a little bit more specific. Yeah, look at that with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. If they are currently choosing the third party, it has nothing to do with emotional fulfillment, has nothing to do with seeing that person as, you know, they're happily ever after or nothing like that. That might be what they're telling you, right? What they're not letting you know is that, yeah, they're being motivated largely by fear when it comes, and that fear is attached to your person's feeling like a lack of financial stability, a lack of financial security. They're very much in scarcity mindset right now, probably in more ways than one. And that's why they're feeling kind of paralyzed. So when we saw earlier, you should let me go, just kind of peeking, that was kind of like your person's coming through and saying, like, for now, right? You should let me go and walk away. That's kind of your person, you know, that's a cop out. But they're like, whatever it is they got themselves into with the third party, it needs, you know, they got themselves so deeply enmeshed, and it feels more like financially, right? I don't know if your person moved in with this person. you know, if somehow they're merging assets or what the case may be, but your person is like, they got themselves in way too deep. And the reason why they did, it's not coming from a space of love, you know, that they're wanting the third party and the third party's everything they've ever wanted and all that. It's coming from a space of like, you know, I can't walk away. I'm too deeply invested financially, right? In some way, shape, or form. Someone's finances are intertwined here, whether it's the third party invested in your person or your person somehow invested in the third party. It's like, I can't just walk away now. I got myself in, you know, too much over my head. Tell me about I can't talk to you right now. Oh man, yeah. A couple of things coming through with the star in the reverse that can also talk about a lack of healing, but here it's like, you know, they're not wanting to get your hopes up. It's not that they don't want to talk to you or that they can't talk to you. They might know that you're waiting to hear some kind of news to let you know what direction to go in, and they're like, they're just not in a space to want to do that. Your person feels like they are paralyzed at the crossroads. It's almost like, you know, because they're not choosing you, they're not making a choice, they kind of are. They're waiting for you basically to be the one to walk away, you know, even though it is kind of temporary. Again, your person, they may not even be communicating this with you. You're the one they see. Again, you're the one they see long term with. They're seeing the third party situation as being temporary, even if it takes years, right, for that connection to run its course. But your person is saying, you know, they don't have anything to offer you at this point, not even hope, right? And so they're not communicating with you because they can't give you maybe what you're asking for. You might want happily ever after with them, and they're like, they can't give that to you right now, and they don't want to get your hopes up high when it comes to that. Aquarius energy coming through. We have, let's see, nothing but drama. Tell me about that. Yeah, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Let's see, who is that? Yeah, your person might be keeping distance from you, pile 2. That might also be one of their complaints. You know, they might see you as being kind of jealous, maybe a little unhinged, okay? What's the moon in the reverse here as it's relating to the Queen of Wands in the reverse? You know, your person understands why. They know why you might be like lashing out at them, for those of you where that resonates, or why you might be jealous or angry or upset. They know that this third party situation is making you feel, or maybe be kind of poking at some like insecurities, or maybe causing you to feel insecure. Might be denting your sense of self-confidence, you know, a bit. Your person just seeing this whole situation as not really being, it's not healthy, you know, and they know that. But at the same time, they're having a very difficult time walking away from you and from this connection. Tell me about the moon in the reverse. Oh, there's, yeah, King of Swords in the reverse. Your person is just, yeah. King of Swords in the reverse coming out again. Your person knows they're the, you know, they're the problem. They're the problem. You know, they're the source of the drama here. They know that. And they know that the drama is, you know, causing you to not act and feel and be yourself. They know that. And so, you know, this, however your person is showing up or not showing up when it comes to you in this connection pile 2, number one, it's not strategic, right? We had that Seven of Swords in the reverse show up before, so it's not necessarily a manipulation tactic. That's your person knowing they need to make a choice, but they just feel paralyzed to make a choice. And so it's like, because they can't give you what you want and they don't want to get your hopes up high, it's like, and they don't definitely want to, they're not wanting any more drama, right? There might be a lot of drama already popping off in your person's life, and they're just not wanting to invite any more. But at the same time, it's like, the one thing that they could do that would help, minimize the drama in their life would be to make that choice, choose a lane and stay in it. But again, they're having a difficult time doing that. All right, pile 2. That was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If you got from this reading what you came here for, do me a favor. Smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family if you have not already done so, simply by subscribing. Don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And pile 2, I will see you guys at your next pick a card live reading. Bye, guys. What's going on, pile 3? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Michelle. We're doing a pick a card love reading, tapping in, channeling through your person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings when it comes to you and their connection with you. All right, so keep in mind it's a general collective love reading. Whatever resonates, do what you want with it. My phone's getting notifications. Give me a minute, you guys. Okay. Yeah, do whatever you want with it, okay? If something isn't quite landing, though, or it's not quite resonating, just drop that bit of information or that message and just leave it behind for whomever that message or information might resonate with. And I do have personal readings available if you want me to exclude everyone else's energy and just tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. All the booking details are in the description box below. There's a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25. Including a thoughts and feelings $25 reading you can book. Okay, so let's just get to your reading. Pile 3, you were drawn to the black obsidian stone. Let's find out what your person's main overall energy is towards you as it is influencing their thoughts and feelings. Okay, there's some obstacles here. We got the wall showing up. It is showing up in the reverse. We'll see. That could mean that they're coming out of a period of, having to deal with other things on their plate. This could also be like they're resisting something. We'll find out what the overall energy here is. But yeah, things can be very quiet right now between the two of you. You guys may not even be talking. With the Four of Swords here, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, they could be distracted right now by other projects or things at work. They could also just be feeling daunted by the work that they feel needs to go into this connection with you, or something about, it's going to take a lot of work, maybe a lot of rebuilding something, and they're feeling daunted by that for some of you. Okay, that's going to resonate for those of you where this is a separation and maybe there's just a lot of water under the bridge. Let's see, what direction is this going in? Pile 3's person, their real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. Pile 3's person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. Always checking your social media. Pile 3's person's real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. I thought I could do this, but I just can't. Their real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile. Your person is feeling overwhelmed. You know, the Four of Swords can talk about needing to rest and recover. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. So that's letting us know, pile 3, as far as your person's concerned, you know, you're not the problem. You're not the problem here, okay? Whatever these obstacles and stuff, whatever that has to do with, it's, you know, if it is something that is about your guys' connection, your person is understanding. Whatever might need to be made right, it needs, you know, justifiably so. Let's get a few more though. You're exactly what I'm looking for in a life partner. Yeah, very much like I'm the problem, it's me. That's your person, right? They're raising their hand and it's like it's all about, like, yeah. Your person does not your person has what do they call it? An inauthenticity, okay? They have an inauthenticity problem. They have a hard time staying true to themselves, or, you know, your person may be one, because here we have talking shit about you, right? And so with all the other cards that are coming out here, this is your person not honoring the connection here to other people, okay? Now, this doesn't necessarily mean they are talking shit about you in the literal sense. This could also be your person not doing this connection justice, right? You know, either not talking about you at all, the importance of you in this connection at all, or they're downplaying this connection to other people, making it appear that it's not as important to them as what it actually is, okay? Let's get one more. You know, they feel that you're the best thing that's ever happened to them, and they feel that you're exactly what they're looking for in a life partner, but they're not communicating that to other people. And either they're staying, this is they're talking shit about it though. And so, you know, this is them, like, if they are talking about you, they're minimizing, you know, who you are to them, and they may even be just right out lying, okay? Let's get one more. Their pile 3's person, their real, true, honest thoughts and feelings towards pile 3, please. We have 2 that come out. So we have relenting because you keep pressuring me, not because it's what I want. We also have we will be together again. And then on the bottom of the deck says, I'm feeling on top of the world. Okay, so you actually make this person feel really good. And they're resisting it. They're resisting it for some reason. Which right now, I mean, again, it could be obstacles. These obstacles may not even have anything to do with you. It could be outside obstacles that are impacting your guys' connection. Let's find out what's going on with talking shit about you. Okay, so on the board we have always checking your social media. I thought I could do this, but I just can't. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. We also have you're exactly what I'm looking for in a life partner. Talking shit about you. And then we had 2 cards that come out together, so it's going to be the combined energies of relenting because you keep pressuring me, not because it's what I want. So yeah, your person, and then we also have we will be together again, but this is your person not wanting to feel forced when it comes to seeing you again. Like, there is the desire here to want to reconnect, right? Your person's opening the messages here with always checking your social media, and so they're keeping tabs, and that might even be their way of staying connected with you during this, you know, during times of silence or quietness between you, especially if you are, you know, broken up and separated from this person. They still keep tabs on you. So, I mean, there is a desire here for your person to want to connect and even reconnect with you, but It's like on their timing. They want to do it on their timing or when they're feeling ready. What's this? Tell me more about the obstacles card here. Oh man, yeah. 9 of whatever the obstacles are, it's your person is dealing with a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, possible insomnia, you know, things keeping them up at night. Tell me more. They're just not feeling their best right now, pile 3. There's the King of Swords in the reverse. I was picking up on the King of Swords. Yeah, you're okay. What's the 6 of Pentacles here in the reverse? They don't have it to give. They could be dealing with, okay, they could be dealing with financial imbalance right now. Financial hardship. And they could just be the kind of person that for whatever reason, they you know, either they give more than they take or they take more than they give. But with the King of Swords in the reverse here, they're not quite clocking that, though. It's really strange. These fears could be very much projected. Because again, I mean, your person is coming through in the energy of like, it's me, I'm the problem. They're just, you know, for whatever reason, they're not able to match energies in this connection here. Yeah, there does seem to be projecting that your person is, you know, especially with talking shit about you. Again, there's energies of minimizing the connection. Your person could have a thing here about not wanting to appear whipped, okay? You know, for those of you where you're broken up or separated, they're trying to make it appear that they're not as affected by your guys' separation, your absence, or your breakup as, you know, they are to others for some reason. This is like, what do they call that? They're wanting to save face when it comes to, you know, if other people bring you up or ask them how they're doing, or, you know, they just very much minimizing what you mean and what this connection means to them. I was just going to ask to clarify relenting because you keep pressuring me and we will be together again. And the 9 of Swords came out again. They actually worry about this. Now, this pressure may not even be coming from you directly. This could be internal pressure coming from them, like knowing they need to like reconnect with you, knowing they need to touch base with you or something. And for some reason, they're feeling pressure to do that, but it's like they're not quite ready. They're still in this 4 of Swords energy and the Ace of Wands in the reverse energy. Yeah, they do want to reach out to you, but for some reason, they're holding back. Why are you holding back? Oh, wow. Queen of Wands energy. Because it's you. So when this card first came out, and because, you know, I was probably shuffling where you can't see it, before it even flipped over, I seen the card situate itself in my hand in the upright position here. This is them saying, like, they're feeling pressure to, you know, reach out and spend more time with you, but it's coming from a space of fear. They're afraid you're going to move on. They're afraid that in this time where your person is kind of wavering, right? For whatever reason with you and this connection, You're going to go from the Queen of Wands in the reverse, maybe holding on out of fear, holding on to this person in the connection out of doubt, not feeling very confident, not knowing really what you should do or what action you should take, into like remembering who the hell you are, right? Like, it's not necessarily that you're pressuring them directly. It's your own it's just energetically, your person feeling pressured energetically, like to make a move towards you, or you're going to end up just making a counter move by default. But literally, it's like they're feeling pressured to reach out and reconnect with you, simply for the fact that, like, if I leave pile 3 alone for too long, pile 3 is going to just, step into their power, remember who the hell they are, and, say F this, and maybe go look for something or someone else, some kind of a dynamic that better fits what the Queen of Wands wants, right? Which is action. The Queen of Wands is going to want their King of Wands, and the King of Wands is all about taking action. The King of Wands doesn't delay when it, and the King of Wands knows what they want, right? And so, yeah, they're feeling pressure in that way. Tell me more about I'm feeling on top of the world. Oh, no, let's talk about I thought I could do this, but I just can't. What's that? Tell me more about I thought I could do this, but I just can't. Oh, yeah, they're not ready for partnership at this time with the 2 of Cups showing up here. They're not ready for union in that way. Tell me more about the 2 of Cups as it's clarifying. I thought I could do this, but I just can't. Yeah, they're 6 of Pentacles in the reverse showing up again. They understand that for you guys to have this 2 of Cups, because that's 2 people being on the same page. That's equal give and take. They both have, full cups here that they're sharing with each other. But at this point in time, your person is making a very honest assessment of themselves and what they're capable of giving. And they're saying, I can't give equally into this partnership with you right now, pile 3. They'd either be giving more than they take, or they'd be taking more than they give, right? The 6 of Pentacles in the reverse can also talk about not being generous with their resources. They're the ones, if there's a charity case in this connection, it would be them. They'd have to take more than what they give. And that's not necessarily what they're wanting to do here. Okay? They're not necessarily wanting to they're not wanting to put themselves in a dynamic where they just don't, they're in the space of just needing to take. They don't want to do that, okay? Why are we talking shit about pile 3? That's what I want to know. Tell me more about that. Oh, this is weird. There might be some shadow dynamics happening here, because the Queen of Wands just came out in the reverse. Okay, definitely not giving you your flowers, but I don't know if some of this stuff makes it back to you. But I mean, it could just be your person, because, again, if they're not feeling up to par, this is almost like taking you down or knocking you down a few pegs. There's a little bit of manipulation coming through in this energy, pile 3. I'm not gonna lie, okay? This can also talk about, dimming your light. Ooh, I don't like that energy. I don't like that energy. Tell me more about I'm feeling on top of the world. We got the 2 of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. They do have a lot of fire and passion towards you. When they do feel more like themselves, when they, I don't know if they come and go in this Four of Swords energy here, if they have a tendency to constantly withdraw from you, to have fiery, passionate moments with you, you know, to come in and sweep you off your feet and, you know, get things going again here with the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, believe it or not, pile 3, those moments, your person really is, you know, it's not necessarily manipulation, but the Knight of Wands can definitely get ahead of themselves. You know, there's some things here your person feels confused about, that they feel like they're needing to figure out. When they're faced with uncertainty and whatever these obstacles are, they don't feel their best, right? But the moments where they do, the moments where they do lock in and they do feel their best, more like themselves, you know, they might come in and promise, you know, promising the world with the Ace of Pentacles here. That can be the promise of, you know, a grounded relationship, a commitment. Let's get something, you know, not just a promise, but actually plant a seed. It's something tangible, right? And that actually makes them feel very good. You know, that's when they have the vision of being able to, you know, have that Two of Cups, and that's the Six of Pentacles in the upright position, right? That energy, they'll clock the possibility, like, yeah, okay, maybe I can do this, right? Then we have, I thought I could do this, but I just can't. But there are moments when they can. There are moments when they're like, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can give to pile 3, and we can have, you know, equal give and take here, and it can be a real partnership, and, you know, I can treat the Queen of Wands the way the Queen of Wands deserves to be treated. They feel they mean that, right? It may feel or seem to you like they're just, you know, love bombing or making promises and stuff like that. And, you know, in the moment, though, that they're talking to you and telling you those things, they actually do mean it. But then, you know, that intention gets hijacked again by whatever obstacles these might be, whatever fears, you know, your person is projecting or dealing with and stuff like that. All right, pile 3. Whew, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. If you got from this reading what you came here for, take a moment, if you would, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family if you have not already done so by smashing the subscribe button. Don't forget about the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. And pile 3, I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys.